Welcome to the part 11 of this question answer solving session. So, here we will solve the English part. So, the first question is in the question number 52. They've asked that uh, the pair of words that most appropriately complete the following sentence. I have a response dash a response from the government, and they say your enterprise is dash. So they have given options are elicited and elucidated and elicited. C, illicit and illicit, and illicit and elucidate. So among these, the correct option will be option A. So the correct answer is I have elicited a response from the government, and they say that and they say your enterprise is illicit. Okay. Let's come to the question number 53. So, which of the following sentences is incorrect? He said me the tickets have arrived. What are you here for? I don't believe you, but I'm listening, and you are willfully misunderstanding me. So, the correct answer will be option A. That is, he said me the tickets had arrived. In question number 54, which of this sequence is incorrect? Small, medium, big, large, venial, venal, excusable, forgivable, graceful, deft, uncoordinated, clumsy, tropical, topical, optical, and clear. So the correct option will be option D. That is tropical, topical, optical, and clear. Question number 55. Select the word that is closest in the meaning of the word belligerent. So we have to find out the synonym of this word or nearest meaning of this word. So actually the meaning of this word is aggressive. Okay, so option C is the correct answer. Select the description that is most appropriate for the word this fusilet. So the most appropriate word of this given word is option C, that is a discharge of firearms. Okay. Question number 57, that select the word that is closest in the meaning to the word mendacious. And the correct answer of this question will be option A, that is lying. Okay. So this is the nearest word. This is the closest word, which means this. Okay. Now in question number 58, they've asked that which of the following sentence is correct? That they have asked, I have visited Juhu Chowpatty last week. Although it was raining, but we played cricket. When I will arrive, I will call you and please explain to me how to improve my mathematics. So among these four options, the option correct option, that is the which the sentence which is perfectly correct is option D. That is, please explain to me how to improve my mathematics. Now, in question number 59, they've asked that choose the combination of words that most appropriately completes the following sentence. That is, just a second. Okay. Okay. Choose the combination of words that most appropriately complete the following sentence. You tried to dash a ride from me, and now that I have refused you, dash and dash me. Okay. So, in the question number 59, the correct answer there is these are the four options. So the correct option will be you tried to catch a ride for me from me, and now I have refused. You upbraid and reproach me. Okay. So the correct answer option of this question would be option C. Okay. Okay. Now coming to question number 60. Okay. So in the question number 60, they have asked that the following sentences are jumbled up. Choose the correct sequence from the option below. So we should not ignore the moral implications of the old land and expand business business aphorism. This is increasingly untenable. The speed with which more narrowly cast solutions can supplant incumbents means that subpar services will be replaced more often than not. Venture capitalists promote a winner take all mindset, pushing expansion at the cost of impact on initial customer targets. And fourth is the market will punish premature growth, to say nothing of the ethical issue inherent in hooking customers into half-baked solution in healthcare, financial services, or other critical industries. So if we just if we just order these jumbled up words, so the first correct, so if you just read it again, let's read it again. So the first word will be the first sentence, that is as per the sequence will be option 3, that is more often than not, venture capitalists promote a winner take all mindset, pushing expansion at the cost of impact of initial customer targets. Okay. Then this is, I think, after that, in the sequence, the second part will come in this part. That is, this is increasingly untenable. The speed with which more narrowly cast solutions can supplant incumbents means that subpar services will be replaced. Okay. Now, the third part will be this option 4, that is, the market will punish premature growth, to say nothing to the ethical issues inherent in hooking customers into half-baked solution in healthcare, financial services, or other critical industries. Now, the fourth part of this sequence will be option way. That means that it is in the sequence 4. That is, this, we should not ignore the moral implications of the land and expand business aphorism. So, if you just order this in sequential manner, so 3, then 2, then 4, then 1. So, option C will be the correct answer of question number 60. Okay. Now, let's read again. Okay. Now let's. I'm expanding this question because in to solve English problem it's taking very few time. So I am just trying to cover entire English portion in a single video. So in question 16, it was that 19th century Europe saw rapid industrialization and the movement of vast numbers of people into the cities. This led to congestion, crime, and rampant abuse, but it also gave the working poor an opportunity to communicate with each other. Governments reacted by stepping up surveillance. A cost-effective tactic was to pay certain members to the poor community to inform their friends. So, which of the following statement does not follow from the above passage? Okay, let's read it again. So, 19th century Europe saw rapid industrialization and the movement of vast numbers of people into their cities. This led to congestion, crime, and rampant abuse, but it also gave the working poor an opportunity to communicate with each other. Governments reacted by stepping up surveillance. A cost effective tactic was to pay certain members of the poor community to inform their friends. Now, which of the following statement does not follow from the above passage? Oh, so, option A is the laboring poor betrayed each other cheaply. The second option is government wanted to control urban congestion. 19th century cities were difficult to police, and the option D is the 19th century saw a depopulation of the European countryside. So look, the 19th century cities, all the options are included in this passage. But can you find this kind of statement that where they have said that 19th century cities were difficult to police? I think this is not mentioned, which is not mentioned in this passage. So, according to me, option C will be the correct answer. So this statement does not follow from the above passage. Okay. Now you have to read this entire passage, and we have to solve these questions. Okay. To solve, usually to solve this passage type thing, just read it very carefully, and you can easily solve this problem. So let's read it at first slowly. Then we have to read it again to solve the entire problems. So the global financial recession of 2008 is widely regarded as the worst financial disaster It started in 2007 with the subprime mortgage crisis in the United States. The collapse of the major investment bank Lehman Brothers in September 2008 developed into a full-fledged international banking crisis. The collapse of the US housing bubble, which peaked in financial year 2006-2007, was the primary and immediate cause of the financial crisis. But it all began after the terrorist attack of September 11, 2001. That means the World Trade Center attack. As a result of the US economy entering a recession, the Federal Reserve System Fed reduced its interest rate to 1%. Since 1% is such a low interest rate, fixed income investors who used to buy US Treasury bills become dissatisfied with the rates with with the rates they were receiving, began searching for other investment options. So investment banks in the United States became aware of the situation and began to apply some of their financial wizardry to mortgages. Mortgages were first securitized into mortgage-backed securities, that is MBS, a form of asset-backed securities by investment bank in the United States. Okay, so an MBS is a series of various mortgage geographically scattered to increase diversification and thereby lower risk. So investment banks use MBS to keep the future return from such investment as high as possible while lowering risk. Almost no nation in the world, developing or developed, has been spared the effects of the US financial crisis. Right. So it affected all the nations. So in August 2007, it became clear that stock system alone could not overcome the US subprime crisis, and the problems had spread beyond the country's border. So the interbanking market fully shut down, owing to widespread fear of the unknown among banks worldwide. Due to a liquidity shortage, Northern Rock, a British bank, had to approach the Bank of England for emergency funding. At that time, central banks and governments all over the world had begun to band together to avert a global financial crisis. So at the end of 2008, all the world's major economies were either in or fighting to stay out of the recession. So the World Bank predicts a 0.9% rise in global economic activity in 2009, the slowest growth rate since record began in 1970. So this is the economic passage. It actually explains the financial crisis of 2008, which actually Lehman Brothers fraud, and it not only it affected American economy, but it also affected the global economy, and it causes a massive recession at that time. So now we have to solve these questions here. So the first question is, the cause of global financial recession of 2008 was the collapse of US housing bubble, terrorist attack, and both one and two. So the option here will be like, just a second. Okay, sorry, I have to find out this question actually. They have stated these things during the 2008 recession. The interbanking market fully shut down. They have given also three answer here, that because of the widespread fear. Um, so actually, for the question number one, the cause will be of both one and two, right? Because actually the collapse of US housing bubble and terrorist attacks both were similarly responsible for this fall. Let's consider the question number two. So here, it will be like okay. During the 2008 recession, the interbanking market fully shut down because of widespread fear of unknown among banks worldwide, because of the liquidity shortage, because of the central banks, governments all over the world had begun to band together, right? So we can easily remember that because of the widespread fear of the unknown among the worldwide, like, right? So they have said this, they have mentioned this because of the, here is the answer, unknown among the banks worldwide. Okay. Now, for question number three, mortgage-backed security is a form of asset-backed security used to keep future return as high as possible while lowering this. And since I am aware of these economic terms, I can easily say it, or otherwise you can just find it by reading this word. Then if they have described it clearly, so the correct answer will be both 1 and 2. A form of asset-backed security, and it is used to keep future return as high as possible while loading this. So MBS, they have already mentioned the definition of MBS. Okay, they have mentioned it. So option 3, option 1, and option 3. Let's find out what is the correct answer here. So that is that this sequence is maintained in option A. So correct answer will be option A, where the first question answer is 3, second question answer is 1, and third question answer is 3. Okay, so this is so. If we order it in sequentially, we will get 62A is the correct answer. So I think it's enough for this session. We have completed the entire English portion in a single video. So we will meet in our last part, that is the logical reasoning part, and then we can complete this entire lecture series. Thank you.